All right, we come start. I'll give you a few minutes. The drama plenty for La Republique. Wahala day. The wahala over plenty. Story plenty. Make we can't talk am. Make we can't give una wetin dey go on. All right. Now wetin dey. Wetin dey. Wetin dey go on with La Republique. I throw away all man salute. The good people of Ambazonia. We brave people them. I salute una. Wahala dey o. Palava dey o. Trouble dey o. The palava for La Republique just too much. The trouble for La Republique, they just over too much here. The problems are plenty. Before we go for inside La Republique, they are wahala. I want to acknowledge and pay homage and show respect to the brave ADF Commander Rubio, or Ruby, we fall a few days ago. As the leader put out for his statement for outside. Before the commander one fall, La Republique therefore surround that place with more than 25 of their soldiers for one ADF fighter. Then they launch an RPG for the house where Commander Bidere. Then they bring 4 armor cars for just one ADF fighter. He no surrender. The Central Command, they do everything humanly possible. But the enemy be don't reach the point where none of not be there with Central Command for the send different types of backup. But the enemy be don't surrender that soldier for the place where they not be fit to take the enemy out and rescue the commander. They get 2 grenades where be hold on. He launched one for La Republique. He launched the second one. He fight them till the last breath. He not surrender. We honor a bravery. And which he don't show always. Which he stand for. Even when he be surrounded by more than 25 La Republique special forces and 4 armor cars for one ADF fighter. The year they come to an end. time for every people them for plan. As I be talking from my audio for 2 days ago, the people will not plan, they don't plan for fail. If you not plan for the year ahead, you don't plan for fail. The Ambazonia Governing Council this weekend, they bring all the departments, the structures within the movement, both the structures on the ground, the liberation structures for the territory, from the central command to all our commanders and all our barracks, to our education board, to the community school, to the Liberation Transition Authority. The Ambazonia Governing Council will bring all the structures together, all the grassroots structures, the political structures, all the liberation structures. They will bring everybody together for create the plan, the liberation blueprint for 2024. 2023, it don't been a really great year for the Ambazonian people them, for the Ambazonia Governing Council. It don't be a great year for our forces. And all these things will be possible not because of the preparation, the planning with the organization they put them in place. The people will not plan for the year ahead, they don't plan for fail. And the Ambazonia Governing Council, you understand, say 80% for how 2024 will be, it will be determined by the quality and the time we will put them in the planning process for create that vision. Now you must create them, and then now you must do the work for achieve them. La République du Cameroun, it don't come to an end. The poor bear, the tyrannical system of Cameroon, it don't come to an end. The predicted chaos and the collapse, we don't tell you now. It don't start. The downfall don't begin. The crumbling, it don't unfold. Cameroon, Iwahala, it too much. The problems them for Cameroon, they're too much. The scatterization, the chakarization, it don't begin. The tsunami for sweep Cameroon up, down, scatter am. It don't start to make all man prepare himself for the end don't come as we be talking every day. Now last week, I take my time, I show you all at the political level for Cameroon, how it don't come to an end. And the infighting will go on. This week, now a new level of drama will be manifest at the screen for the international humiliation of Cameroon. For open air, the whole world, it did now see what we don't the preacher, what we don't the talker, as the chaos and the downfall we don't start for Cameroon. First, make us start with this video.
Moi, je suis militant du RDPC. Alors, Mbamba, présentement, dans l'océan, on ne te veut plus. On est fatigué de toi. Le même peuple qui t'a élu, aujourd'hui, c'est le même peuple qui t'a fourni. Comprends ça. Tu es un peu pour nous. Avec respect, libère. Arrête de nous tabasser. Aujourd'hui, on t'a voté hier. Aujourd'hui, on ne veut plus te voter. Comprends ça. Ne tape plus les gens. C'est pas en nous tapant qu'on va accepter. C'est pas en nous tapant qu'on n'aura pas. On est déterminés. Dis-nous une fois. Si tu ne parles pas, tu vas sauf que nous tuer. Ce n'est pas ceci seulement. Ceci ne nous fait pas peur. Oui. Ceci ne nous fait pas peur. Continue à nous massacrer comme ça. On est déterminés. Tu dis que pas. Libère. Nous t'avions voté hier. Aujourd'hui, on ne te veut plus. Bah, laisse-nous quelqu'un s'inscrit. Laisse-nous entrer dans le RDPC. Nous voulons entrer dans le RDPC. Comité central, au secours. Au secours. Comité central. Je suis le militant du RDPC. Je me voici. Je me dis, RDPC, je ne me dois pas de taper mes camarades. C'est le précédent que je dois poser à mes camarades. Au secours. Comité central. On va nous tuer. On va nous tuer. Eh oui, on est fatigués.
Eh oui.
Nom nami atoka mo. Na them say that they cry, libérez-nous, libérez-nous, libérez-nous. Nous sommes fatigués. Viens nous tous. Kill all we. We don't tire. Come kill all we. Come kill all we. Pobia. Come kill all we. We don't tire. No be na me oh. Not them that is. Asu, afade kwa Dieu, hey, la République, pobia, afade ko, ok, afade ko, pobia. Now that it happened for la République, the people for the Central Committee for CPDM, they cried, libérez-nous, 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 pobia, viens nous libérer, on ne va pas. Nous ne va, we don't want you again. Parlez, allez, go. We don't want you again, Pobia, go. We don't want you again. We don't want to see you again, Pobia. Allez, Pobia. Where? They cry. Their police did it. Their gendarme did it. The whole paper, pictures for people who probably the kill them. They say they want freedom. The country don't scatter. La République don't finish. It don't finish. The palaver there were plenty. Not been only this one. When I don't see what did happen without energy, no country fit waka. For 2019, the economic sabotage with the Ambazonia Governing Council launcher, it burnt Sonaral down completely. Since then, Cameroon, it depend for buy petrol from other country then. That petrol that they buy them through all these other petroleum companies. And Cameroon got to pay a lot of subsidy. That means a liter of petrol, if not 1,000, Cameroon will pay, let's say, 250 francs per liter, so that there are people that will buy them for 750 francs or 650 francs or 800 francs. Now, the Cameroon government, every 3, 4, 5, 6 months, they get to pay all these petroleum companies the way that they bring petrol for retail and for Cameroon. They get to pay them. Money no dey for pay them again. The Cameroon government don't owe so much money to all these petroleum companies then. Now they say no. Until you pay with this money where you owe we, petrol no go be for Douala, for Yaoundé, and for all of Cameroon. So the people that cut petrol. Because the country, it don't broke. Then, when I see this one, the country don't scatter. Ambazonia don't finish La République. Ambazonia don't finish La République. We'll be talking. We'll be talking. See, La République don't finish. Now the very sad videos and that right for inside the capital of the colonial state for Yaoundé. Petrol no dey. How people if you go work? Now how people if you drive motor? Now how companies if you open their doors to do business? Now how taxi people if you work? Motorbikes. The end don't come. Every day, when they woke up, when they see more signs of the end times of the colonial state. Every day when they woke up, when they see visible proof and signs, say Cameroon don't come to an end, and the BIYA regime, it don't collapse. For all which we don't tell you now, who said they go start and who said they go end. Who said they go start? Now for parliament they go start, or they go start now for road. Who said they go start? Cameroon don't come to an end, fellow Ambazonians. Cameroon don't come to an end. We not be only tell them, we not be only warn them, we warn Paul Biya. If you touch the Ambazonian people, it will be at the end of your regime. We warn Diongute. You touch our people then, we go destroy una. We warn them. We not feed burn our villages, kill our people then, but we not also not go survive. We warn Cameroon. The war we declare on the Ambazonian people, it could be at the end of Cameroon. We tell Cameroon. We tell Pobia. All una hear, una see them, we tell them. You know if you touch the Ambazonian people, go free. You know if you touch our people and you go free. You know if you touch our people and you survive. Dr. Ayabacho, he can't want Cameroon. Say the Ambazonia Governing Council would destroy Cameroon. We tell them. Say the strategy would destroy Cameroon in order for protect Ambazonia. We could destroy Cameroon in order to protect Ambazonia, in order to survive the Ambazonian people, in order for secure the lives of our people. Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, he won Cameroon. We not be the Fonchas. We not be the Endeles. We not be the Munas. We not be the John Frundis. We not be the Simon Munzos. We not be the Anyangways. We not be the SCNC. The Ambazonia Governing Council not be at the SCNC. We be the children of the founding father of our nation. We be the children of Goji Dinka, the Ambazonian nationalist. We promise for defend the declaration for the Ambazonian state. We promise for defend our sovereignty. We not only talk. And we tell Cameroon, if you touch the Ambazonian people, we're going to pay the price. The disintegration of Cameroon. So, waiting on the weakness, a part of it we promise Cameroon. We could destroy Cameroon for protect our people. We will render Cameroon useless. We go make Cameroon within Cameroon ungovernable. Cameroon no go fit for govern itself. The strategy we put them in place. It go make Cameroon ungovernable within Cameroon. Where Cameroon no go fit no go fit govern itself. In Cameroon, within Cameroon, no go fit govern itself. When I see that is the importance of planning. You know if you achieve any victory, you know if you achieve any level of success for your life, you know if you change your life, you know if you make progress, if you not plan for it. Wait till it happen for Cameroon. Now wait till we plan for, we work for, we execute for on behalf of the Ambazonian people. For protect our people then. Today, the colonial state don't end. There is nothing left for what they call and say Cameroon. Now infighting. Now who go take over the parliament? Who go take over the Senate? Now who go take over the National Treasury? Now who go take over the National Insurance Board? Now they fight that way to go on. Now who go take over the army? Now who go take over the bees? Who go take over police? Who go take over gendarme? Now they fight that way to go on. Who go take over the north? Now who go take over the center? Who go take over the west? and now we go take over littoral. Now the fight that way go on now. As for the Ambazonian people, them, when I don't achieve the kind of victory when I want them, the victory will be needed when I don't achieve them. But I know say for most of una don't know what to be victory. Una don't know say una don't win. Una don't defeat Cameroon. But una don't know, most of una don't know say una don't finish Cameroon. Una don't finish La République. Our efforts, our sacrifices, it don't finish La République as will be predicted. Now only say most of una don't know say una don't finish La République. You don't fight, you beat the enemy, defeat the enemy, weaken the enemy, and you see the signs of absolute collapse, chaos. And you never even know say you don't win. So now the thing is where they face the Ambazonian people then. And I know why some of una never know say una don't defeat La République. Because for Cameroon for hide a shame, it get for plant spoilers among una, so that may begin to confuse una. It get for create agents provocateurs, may they irritate una every day, and twist una head them, so that una no go feed no say una don't defeat Cameroon. Ambazonia don't defeat Cameroon. The end of Paul Biya a regime don't come. But make you not only wait now the day when Paul Biya come up for chair, he fall down, and then he get heart attack. Before you know say he don't win La République. From the collapse of their National Assembly, the collapse of the Senate, the inability for the Senate or their parliament for do anything, a sign of your victory. The fact say, you, the Ambazonian people, for the first time for our history, you beat La République. So you drag them, and you make Paul Biya waka on his knees. He can't talk, say, I beg, when I can't help me, make we talk, when I save me from this disgrace of defeat. You sit down for the international stage, for the international table, and you still kick them for their shiho, kick them for their canas, and teach them who be the boss, even at the diplomatic level. And then they come out with shame. And then a small junior minister, he come out publicly challenge the colonial president and challenge the colonial prime minister. Say they don't get the powers for which you don't for the at the international level for get any discussion or any negotiation with any other people there. And the colonial president and or the colonial prime minister, they not fit come up outside for discipline the junior minister. Then you know what they go on, right? It tell you, say, you get power, Ambazonia get power. Now what you don't do that for Cameroon? You don't ever see that kind of thing for us, huh? And for which other place? Now how weak, how broken, how humiliated, how defeated the system don't become. Now they don't fit stand for fight. The money for fight in no day. Because the soldier, the way they send them for fight, they not get a reason for fight. They define that for who? And they define that for witty. That frustration say they don't get a specific mission for achieving for the war. Now that frustration, it make these drunkards, they end up for born villages as an act of rebellion, as an act of their frustration. Because soldiers, they live on missions. So when you send them on missionless and purposeless battle, there is no La République du Cameroun, police, gendarme, army, where you go ask you, what you dey fight for achievement for this war? They no fit tell you. They no fit tell you the reason why they dey for Ambazonia. Because there is no reason. They just tell them, we now go kill people there. That's not a reason. Wait till go end up where we start with the Ambazonian people need for start, for expect them and for prepare them. That frustration, say there is no more leadership and the center of power within Cameroon. It go make these same people, they don't burn villages and towns and homes for Ambazonia, for take that same frustration back to La République du Cameroun, for start for kill their own citizens, for start for burn towns and commit massacres and rape inside Cameroon. Because there is no center where if you give a sense of direction, a guidance, there is nothing. Now multiple centers of power that exist within Cameroon. Because now any man they fight for himself. Wait if he take him from the end. Wait if he get him. Wait if he hold him. Wait if he conquer him. Wait if he carry him. Now the thing that we all man they prepare for. Now the same thing they happen within the Ambazonian territory. Any man they try for fight for your own small position. You the Ambazonian mommy. You the Ambazonian brother. You are papa. And for all our picking them. We the Ambazonian people then, we don't defeat Paul Biya, we don't defeat La République du Cameroun. Make a repeat for all now. Because repetition, it leads to better understanding for most people then. The reason why you don't know say you don't defeat La République. Now because Cameroon, it create people then, where they would make a lot of noise, a lot of up and down noise. A lot of backside, downside, north, east side, for make all sort of noise, for make you feel disoriented. So you know go know say you don't defeat La République. Now the work of Paul Biya for keep, for say they no one feel the shame of the defeat. That's why they create this noise. That's why they create these distractions. Hear from me, hear from us. Not only hear from me, look at what did happen for La République and make your own judgment. Now you don't win this battle. Defeating Cameroon will not be enough. Make a repeat. For defeat Cameroon, it will not be enough. It will be very important, but it will not be enough. Because when you defeat Cameroon, you create a vacuum. Will not be just fight for defeat Cameroon. And the most important thing, it be important. So fight for defeat them. And we want fight for defeat them. Now part of the plan, you fight, you defeat them. Once you defeat them, you create that vacuum. You must fill the vacuum. Nature not like make things they remain vacuum. If you clear farm and you go harvest your crops, if you not keep that farm clean and you plant something else, what they call rotation of crops. If you plant groundnut as you dey harvest groundnut, if you not can plant egusi or you plant corn, now grass can't take over that whole place. And you go come back later, you get for clean all that grass. So when we don't defeat La Republique, a vacuum don't be created. That vacuum, now you get for feel am. When you not feel that vacuum, the enemy for hide his shame of the defeat, he go feel the vacuum with toxic noise. He go feel the vacuum with agents provocateurs. He go feel the vacuum with the devil. He go feel the vacuum with violence. He go feel the vacuum with thief people them. He go feel the vacuum with Boko Haram. For punish you, for defeating, for fighting it, for destroying it, and for take away the occupation from them. Wait till una dey see am for social media. La Republique, it go recruit people them for confuse your head, for make you not get that sense of victory. And you must be smart. For understand and for identify, understand the tactics of the enemy. For disorientate you. Secondly, amongst you, they go to create all sorts of propaganda from other movements where they be part of the losing groups for take you left and right. You must be strong and you must be firm. You know what you be the fight for? You know what you want to achieve? Now I don't achieve them and I don't create this vacuum. Now we'll go for the next step. I must fill in the vacuum. You must fill in the vacuum with Ambazonia. You take away Cameroon occupation, you defeat Cameroon occupation, you must fill in that vacuum with Ambazonia. With Ambazonian institutions, Ambazonian policies, Ambazonian development. You must start for rebuild. Wait till you be the fight, now for create a space, push them out so that you take over and you start for rebuild Ambazonia. Now the process this. Now the takeover process. Now we enter inside. We don't defeat La Republique. Now the takeover process. We don't enter inside. As we enter inside this takeover process, we make one know say the international community there on one side. Now 3 actors, the day for all this, for this war. The first actor, Ambazonia on one side. The second opponent, the colonial state. The third higher actor, now the international system, where they watch and monitor the development between the opponents. Like Canada pre-talks, a part of the international watchdog for watch and then see how they say, okay, that's fine. We understand the conflict. We don't establish who we're gonna be. We don't identify the actors of the conflict. Now, make we mediate for find peace, justice, and freedom. How we, the Ambazonian people, then project ourselves. When I see how we project ourselves last year, when I see what we get out of the pre-talks, how we conduct ourselves, how we carry ourselves. The Muna no say, La Republique, na a propagandist state. So our people, they must be ready for what's coming next as they fall they come. ATANGA Paul, the Lucifer, and this. ATANGA Paul, the Lucifer, the chief Lucifer of La Republique du Cameroun. He don't beg for forgiveness. They bring inside Bamenda through ammo cars them for night. And for the middle of the night, with the colonial terrorists, it beg for forgiveness. But some things they talk way, not only Lucifer, if he talk up. When I hear what Lucifer talk. The Lucifer of Cameroon, ATANGA Paul. When I hear what he talk. Who said that video for the Lucifer day? A lot of people. They never see nothing. They never see nothing. Who's that video for Lucifer day? They never see nothing. What's that Lucifer video? I'll bring one of that Lucifer video. Nothing like this, if I'm not mistaken. Give me a moment and I'll find that Lucifer video. We'll just put them for inside our system here. As before we want to start this program, we'll put a Lucifer video. I really need for year with Lucifer the talk. Even Lucifer don't the answer. Say the end don't come. Lucifer. Say the end don't come. Bring a bit. Give me. Just bear patience, please. My system will flop with all these videos, so we'll put them here for every day. I'm gonna find Lucifer video. Wait till Lucifer talking for Bamenda. Lucifer Atanganji. Mr. Lucifer.
Do so.
Have gone to the DDR centers, have started their own act of contrition by saying, I'm sorry for all what we have done, and God will give them the way for their own redemption. Now for the terrorists, the population will always reject you. The state will reject the terrorists. And now the strange story is that even Lucifer is rejecting the terrorists. Lucifer's kingdom is a temple of evil. But Lucifer is telling the terrorists from the northwest and the southwest that we ask you to commit atrocities, but you have committed more atrocities than we expected. So you don't even have a space in Lucifer's kingdom. So they have no breathing space. Have gone to the DDR centers, have started their own act of contrition by saying, I'm sorry for all what we have done, and God will give them the way for their own redemption. Now for the terrorists, the population will always reject you. The state will reject the terrorists. And now the strange story is that even Lucifer is rejecting the terrorists. Lucifer's kingdom is a temple of evil. But Lucifer is telling the terrorists from the northwest and the southwest that we ask you to commit atrocities, but you have committed more atrocities than we expected. So you don't even have a space in Lucifer's kingdom. So they have no.
Now, Tanganji Paul that Cameroon chief Lucifer. He say don't go for DDR center. For the proxy forces with them, they be created. And then later, they can't take those proxy forces. They say, oh, now Ambazonia fighter, then this way they don't surrender. He say don't go for them. The detox say them, they be sorry. Wait till una the year for Tanganji Paul. Now a confession from their own forces, from their own soldier. Say, una be tell we say, we go kill Ambazonia people there. But we don't kill more than una be tell we. Poor be tell we say, make we burn house them. But we don't burn too much house them. From which poor be tell we. Una be tell we say, make we burn villages. But we don't burn too many villages. From which una tell we. Now the thing is we don't start for worry them. Now they defeat that. Where they don't start, the confession will become small. Lucifer now they talk about Lucifer. They talk about Lucifer. Not only for Cameroon person see this kind of thing. Now the chief Lucifer, ATANGA, now he talking about Lucifer. All this one, now the frustration, now the desperation of a defeated enemy that. Judgment not go there for somewhere else. The judgment, it go take place for this ground. Not before heaven. Defeat a part of the judgment. When I hear defeat a part of the judgment. The real judgment. Time go reach. All these things where ATANGA they run him up. The chief Lucifer they run him up. They go down on their knees. What happened for Guzan? For Cameroon spies. Now where the ATANGA deport the go face am. With their hand for up. What happened for Guzan? Today they inside a mocha. They hide inside bunker. If you make this noise, they know what to with them. They know what to with them. They know what to with them. When I don't see all those Bulu terrorists, what they shit on there. When I see the signs of frustration, the signs of uncertainty, the signs of defeat, the signs of weakness, the signs of lost. They be lost. Now a state minister that they bring it from the colonial capital. It come, you don't know what for tell the defeated soldiers and when they send them for battlefield. Because when they don't defeat you, what else you fit tell the people who send them? Nothing. The European Union, it don't also add him up for call for negotiations, for end the conflict. Why did he call for negotiations? Because the occupier don't be defeated. The only reason, including the country where me I did it, for Canada, where did he call for negotiations? Not because we don't defeat Cameroon. That's the only reason that they call for negotiations. Now because the end don't come from Mr. BIYA, we know they there. When I hear what the European Union they talk and what the interview they talk. Make a bring on this other video with the European Union they call for negotiations. Make we bring on the video. La Republic never see nothing. Never see nothing.
Plaguing or going on in the Twenty-speaking regions of Cameroon for several years now, costing the lives of several people, thousands of them. The European Union has called for the negotiations to end the Anglophone crisis. It said in a report that the crisis is highly neglected by the government. Babila Jonathan spoke with a civil society actor, Eric Acha, and now reports.
The European Civil Protection and Humanitarian Aid Operations, ECHO, describes the Anglophone crisis as an acute, forgotten crisis in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon.
The EU is finally admitting that this conflict remains one of the most neglected in the world, which is just reiterating what the Norwegian Refugee Council highlighted and stressed in their report earlier this year, where the southern Cameroonian conflict was listed amongst the 10 most neglected conflicts in the world. 10 most neglected conflicts in the world. That means quite a lot. So with the EU report coming now towards the end of 2023, reiterating the same issue, that this conflict is underreported, it's underfunded, and it's not gaining the traction that it deserves, speaks volumes.
In its second crisis report, the humanitarian arm of the European Union highlights statistics produced by the UN Humanitarian Coordination Agency, OCHA, and Human Rights Watch. 1.7 million people affected, 633,120 internally displaced, 9,045 refugees in Nigeria, and 6,000 victims as of January 2022. Complicating access for humanitarian groups. Challenges persist, such as limited human resources within clusters. In 2023, the European Union allocated 25.4 million euros in humanitarian assistance to Cameroon, both for the crisis in the northwest, southwest, and far north regions. Besides humanitarian action, the EU calls for negotiation to solve the problem.
There is no military solution. No amount of firepower is going to resolve this conflict. And I am quite pleased to see that the EU has in this report stressed that fact that addressing the root causes of the conflict remains the only way out of the conflict.
Meantime, OCHA and partners continue advocating for unimpeded access amid a suspicious environment.
So, before we want to start for the end of the year, the European Union, one of the biggest international bodies and one of the most powerful economic bloc for the world, it now call for negotiations. If the Cameroon state, if it defeat the Ambazonian people, then they not for call for negotiations. Therefore, help the state for their process, of which they call it normalization. So all we got to understand how the international community work, and all we got to understand how conflicts they work, and how the world function when it comes for conflicts. When they go start for call for negotiations, when they need to call out, when they go take their hands off. Wait till don't happen now, the end don't come. The Ambazonian people get to do their part. So far, the Ambazonia Governing Council is scorecard for the end of 2023. We can't talk about that one. For all we need to know a few things. Number one, on Christmas Day, na ghost town. Christmas for this year, it fall na for Monday. Monday, na a collective day of resistance and solidarity. The reason where the leader don't explain for all the Ambazonian people there, all the 20-something thousand where they don't die, the one who they did for jail, the one who they did for refugee camps, the one who they stay for bush, Now, day we always we will take them. Why we honor Christmas as a day? Make what people they celebrate them for Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day they stay for house and continue their celebration in their house. Families they come together for their houses, they continue the celebration. Nightclubs they no go open, bars they no go open, restaurant no go open, all things go be closed. No movement, no worker, all man stay for house. Christmas Day na ghost town. Stay for your house. Na a day for honor the sacrifices of the one who they don't pay the ultimate price. If you never pay your liberation tax, make a give na good news. The Ambazonia Governing Council, it raised 4 million CFA every week as revenues for the liberation. The Ambazonia Governing Council, the liberation tax, it did generate a war revenue. It did generate 4 million CFA every single week for the war, for the liberation. Since the leader launched the liberation tax, and then we take time, 2 months, for educate the Ambazonian people them and put the infrastructure for the collection of, for the enforcement of the liberation tax, the freedom tax. The last few months, every week, they would generate a revenue of 4 million CFA every week. You go do the math. Go do the math. 4 million CFA, now $8,000 every week. $8,000 every single week. 4 million. With the Ambazonia Governing Council, it is generator for liberation tax. As the leader don't promise the Ambazonian people them. And as the leader who can't address the Ambazonian people them. The breakthrough with the egg of sea, it be the look for. We don't create them. We don't create the breakthrough for be able to mobilize enough resources for end Cameroon presence for our land. Enough resources for keep our commanders, our generals alive. Enough resources for fund the war. We generate 4 million a week. Now a breakthrough for the egg of sea. All the obstacles where Cameroon be create all sort of spoilers for make sure say the nationalist movement and not generate enough resources for end Cameroon presence. We don't get a breakthrough. And we just the start. We will move on to 5 million a week. Then we will move on to 6 million a week. Then to 7, to 8, to 9, to 10 million a week. We will get there. The momentum for the liberation tax, the passion, that just 2 days ago, a 70-year-old big mommy, he called me. I picked phone. I say, now what is? Mommy say, now you're big mommy. I say, big mommy. He said, I call, my picking at the call so from ground zero. I don't want to see the work. I do watch every day. I did see the work with Dr. Cho. I mean, Dr. Cho. He did one. I did see the fight. I did for ground. I want to pay my liberation tax. I said, Mommy, he said, they're 70 years old. I said, Mommy, you're 70 years old. Leave and not make now your own picking the pay liberation tax. At your age for 70, you want to pay liberation tax? He said, my picking, I go pay my liberation tax. Big Mommy not only pay liberation tax, Big Mommy pay a liberation tax for her 2 other granddaughters. Why people don't want to be free. So we thank all the Ambazonian people then, with the trust, with the belief, with the stand for the truth, they stand for the light, they stand for what they walk, not noise. We be the hope for Ambazonia. We be the hope for the future. We be the hope and the light for our people, their dignity, for our people, their future, for the dignity of our Mamidan, for the dignity of our Papa. The liberation tax, it will help the Ambazonia Governing Council unite all the forces on the ground and liberate the land. Make una get confidence. As for Cameroon, the end, it don't come. We must be prepared. Ambazonia must be prepared. But I believe I made a leader. I can't talk now. Which is there ahead. Good times. You don't defeat Cameroon. Take ownership of that victory. Don't leave and make any person fool you or leave you in doubt. As we end this year, as we prepare for Christmas, I want to call on all Ambazonians, all our people there, we show kindness to one another. We show caring to one another. We comfort each other. If you get, another person not get, give small. If your own family get, you see the neighbors and next door, they really struggle. For this Christmas time, find something go give them. Tell them Merry Christmas. If you did for diaspora, not only send money for your family, find another family, send them small money. Find what people that stay for bush. Find the family in need. A mommy with a man will pick in them. Give them hope. And be kind. At the period of kindness and love. And take care.